Welcome to Digital Asset News. Take the top stories in cryptocurrency and digital assets. Man, break them down to bite-sized pieces. So today, the story really is the markets. And I just want to do this quick video just to talk to everybody, especially if you are new out there and you don't know what the craziness is all going on and how things can drop this fast and how these things can happen so quickly in cryptocurrency land, because isn't this supposed to go up forever? Well, no. And I'm going to tell you, this is good for the market, this is healthy, and this is exactly what is supposed to happen. So real quick, let me just talk to you if you are new. If you are new and you came over from the traditional markets, I know this is a very scary time. And it's okay, because when I first got into it, I was like, wow, this is moving a lot faster than the crazy stocks that I used to get into, which were, very blue chip type of things and very safe. And now all of a sudden we're seeing slides of like 10, 20, 50%. So you have to understand that today is just one of those red days, and you have to take a look at it from an investor's standpoint and just take a step back and go, well, it is what it is. So I know people, they get real upset when I talk anything negative about especially Bitcoin or the crypto market, like it's ever going to go down. Because here's the thing. I'm not a sensationalist. I've been around the block. This isn't my first rodeo. This isn't my first business. I own multiple businesses, and things just don't go the way you want to all the time. This is not always going to be rainbows and candy, and everything's going to be fantastic all the time. It just doesn't work like that. Life doesn't work like that, and this is the market that we're in. But I will tell you this: even though we're down today, 10%, 15%, in some places 25%, depending on what you bought. It's actually good news. I'm going to tell you exactly why. So first of all, let's just jump back real quick and take a look at what's going on in the market. So today it is March 25th. I got it going. It's almost 10:30 a.m. El Paso, Texas time. And we got Bitcoin right now, as it stands at 10:30 a.m. It's down 9% in 24 hours. Ooh, 9%. I'm telling you right now, in the traditional market, if you're from there, 9% for like a quarter is like jump out the window. In our space, we call that a Thursday, not a big deal. And we're down to 51.6, and we were almost at 60,000 at one point, just what, a week, 2 weeks ago. So Ethereum down 7%, Tether, nobody cares. Binance Coin 12%, Cardano 2%. Man, Polkadot 16, 17% as I'm talking, 10%, and pretty much a big red day. Is anything up? Is up 0.18. Watch out. No, nothing. Not in the top 50. So yeah, looks pretty awful, right? Just awful. And actually, I had talked about this just like 2 or 3 days ago, real late at night. It was March 22nd. I said Bitcoin's going to 50K. And the reason I talked about I'm saying Bitcoin to 50K, not because I have a crystal ball. I know exactly what's going to go on. I know exactly the price points. I really have no idea. But I make educated guesses. I listen to people smarter than me. Listen to CJ and Monty over there at Market Rebellion. Those guys are smart, and they've been in the game for a long time, and they know how to read technicals, and they know about the human side as far as like institutions and big players dumping and selling to take profits. So when they say that Bitcoin's going to go to 50K or below that, I usually listen. And I mean, they're not right 100% of the time, because who is, But they were right on this one, and here we are. So I said, hey, Bitcoin could go to 50K. And people just lost their minds. They were like, how dare you say that? You've got so many subscribers. You shouldn't say that, because then they'll panic sell, and then they're going to get out of the market. And it's like, that's just what it is. And that's what happened. And actually, if you take a look, then someone will say, well, it's 51,000, Rob. That's true. But if they go to 50,600 today, 6 a.m. So again, it's not that I know it, but we have to be okay with calling out and saying, hey, these things are happening. This is what is going on, and this is where it could potentially go. Now, if people panic sell because of something that I say, you shouldn't. First of all, you should do your own research. I'm not a financial advisor. And these are just the things that I see. So you take a look at what I'm saying, take a look at somebody else is saying, take a look at the technicals, take a look at the sentiment analysis, and get as much information as you possibly can to make the best decision for you and your family. And that is really, really the best thing. So having said all that, I will say this. Well, first of all, before I forget, the reason why I have these wired microphone, I'm not using my SM7B, which everybody seems to, well, some people seem to like. It's because I'm tired of holding it with my hand because I like to, express myself with my hands. Part Italian, that's how it is. So one of these things, I'm just going to use the wired ones. There's very few people who are like, the audio sucks. And the reason they said it is because they are true technophiles or audiophiles, and they really want to hear the most crisp, clearest sound. Well, not today. So when I'm talking about all these things that are going on, and I just want you to understand that there's a difference between like an investor mindset and a trader mindset. A lot of people you're going to see on YouTube are going to whip out these technicals, and they're going to talk all these things. They're going to say this, and it's going to go this, it's going to the moon, and 30,000 Ethereum by tomorrow, and it's just ridiculous. And they're really just selling hope, and it's a real bummer. This is a real slog. When I first got into this, I thought the people that had held Bitcoin were just dumb and lucky, honestly. And then as I've gone through my journey, I realized it's hard. It's hard to get to this whole phase and not sell anything. I mean, my friend George would talk about this all the time. You got to put in the work on everything. There is no get rich quick. It's just the truth. And in this situation, it is the same type of thing. So if you want to trade and do all those things, I trade a little bit, that's true. But I mean, it's like 3 to 5% of my portfolio. 95% is just me buying and holding. And that's usually the secret. So all the times, all the people that you hear about, like, I made so much money on this, so much on that, they're not a bunch of day traders. I mean, they can be, but I will tell you this. I lived in Vegas for a couple of years, and I was like, hey, Johnny, how's things going with the poker? Oh, man, I'm up like 10 grand. I'm like, oh, how'd that happen? You weren't doing so hot. It's like, yeah, well, I lost like 30. But on Tuesday, man, I had 10K. It was no big deal. That's the kind of mentality you're going to hear, right? You're going to hear of all these traders like, oh, I made all this money or whatever else. Psh, maybe they did. And there's very few of them that can. And those are the ones that I listen to, AJ Monty. And there's some other people that I really don't get into it because I just want to, just buy and hold. So this is the thing you got to remember. This is the big thing I always talk about. You have to remember that everything goes in 4-year cycles, right? And where you watching this video right now are in a great spot right now to really capitalize. And I wish I would have gotten in here, but everything's in a 4-year cycle for crypto because everything goes off of Bitcoin. So in 2012, there was a halving, right? And that's when Bitcoin was $5. Remember $5? Whew, I wasn't at that point, but it sounds awesome. Then you had an all-time high because the supply got cut in half. Same demand, half the supply, everybody goes crazy, bumps up, I mean, huge, right? Then this big hockey stick, smart money goes, that's crazy, we got to get out. And they got out, and they sold off, and there was a big dip, then a reset. And then in 2016, another halving. And guess what? There's the same demand, half the supply. We had this all-time high. But look at this, big hockey stick. You know where I got in? Right around here, which is where a lot of you, I think, got into if you've been around for a long time. And the smart money goes, whoa, this big hockey stick, we got to get the hell out of here. And they did. And they sold off. And there was a big dip and then the reset. And I'm not in the business of losing money. I always tell my wife this. And I'm too damn stubborn to sell. So I held it the whole time. I held everything the whole time. And not only did I do that, I dollar cost average the last 3 years. And we just had a halving. Again, there is the same demand or increasing demand, but half the supply. So what do you think is going to happen in 2021? Well, it's going to be another huge all-time high, especially with the institutions that are coming in. But then, of course, people will tell me this, but Rob, understand, there's all these institutions that are coming from everywhere. And Tesla's here at MicroStrategy. So there really is not really going to be like this huge bear market, whatever else, and dips, right? Well, let me take that back. Most people know there's going to be dips. Like today's a dip, 10%. What are you going to do? And people say that institutions are here that's going to stabilize everything. Could be true. I don't know. But I will say this. These hockey sticks, these big hockey sticks that go up, that happened, it's going to happen in 2021. That happened in 2017. That happened in 2013. It's going to happen again. And that's going to be because of FOMO. And I think people, the smart money, the big institutions that came in are like, whoa, this is too crazy. We got to take a bunch of profits. Like my friend CJ says, nobody went broke taking profits. That's exactly what's going to happen again, I believe. Now, the big question is if we have this big sell-off, when is the next, or how long is the next bear market? It's going to be 2 years like it was before, or just like, 2 to 3 months or 6 months. I don't know, but I got an exit plan for that. So as we're talking about all these things, I just want you to remember this, and that is the best time to invest is when everything's going flat. This is when I started to invest really heavily around 2019, 2018. I was, still dollar cost averaging. But the second best time is right now. Right now where you're at, this is the second best time. I should really put that for the next part. But just like we did in 2017, when we were going we just had a halving, we were going all the way up. This is the best time to invest. It just is. And and this is the crux of what I want to tell you, which is this. When you look at these types of things and everything is crashing around you, you're like, holy smokes. I don't care if you went all in, it's fine. I don't care if you're dollar cost averaging or value cost averaging. I personally like to dollar cost average or even value cost average on a big going in type of guy. These are the great days that you look at as an investor, because you can sit back and be happy and be like, wow, look at this, 10% off or 20% off flash sale for everything. And I remember back in 2017 when I was watching, 2018, when I was watching these videos, same thing as you're doing right now. And I used to get so pissed off at all these YouTubers who were like, oh, this is a great flash sale. I can get a bunch of cheap alts. And I was like, God damn it. Why do you say that? I'm over here hurting so much because I went all in at the very peak and you're over here telling me to buy some more. Who the hell are you? And now I get it. And now I get it because I don't have to do that. So look, if you're panicking right now and you went in all in, it's okay. It's okay. Just wait a little bit. This is what I did. Don't be in the business of losing money. This is not financial advice. You're free to do whatever you want to. If you want to sell everything, that's fine. You can get out. But this is what I'm going to do. And this is what I did. I held the whole time. I kept putting money in. And if I would have been able to do that at this point, if I would have gotten into 2017 in the very beginning, and we would have had those big those dips and corrections, I would have made out like a bandit. And I think that is what potentially you could do. So I know today kind of sucks because things are going down, but just a normal thing. Look, if there's still people in the world who like to manipulate, if there's still people in the world who are whales, if there's still people in the world who are super greedy, we will have these huge monstrous, we'll have corrections, we'll have dips, and we'll have bear markets because people are going to take profits. I don't think that will ever change. The only thing that I have is maybe the duration of these bear markets will change. So again, that is it. So don't worry, don't freak out. It's gonna be all right. I've been in the same position you were at. It'll be all right. All right, so that's it for today. I don't want to really go over the news or anything else out because, whatever it is. We just had Elon Musk yesterday talk about how you can buy Teslas with Bitcoin, and it still went down. So whatever. Just follow on the path, be fine. So look, that's it for today. If you liked the video and you found value in it and you didn't freak out, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. That always helps the channel tremendously. Also, if you like these types of videos, consider subscribing. Most things we talk about are pretty time sensitive, and it would help to subscribe so I can notify you. And that is all for today. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll see you on the next one.